class. My name is Talia Gonzalez, and the local resource that I decided to present for you is Easter Seals, Central California. Easter Seals is a nonprofit organization that has been helping individuals with disabilities and special needs and their family to live better lives since 1947. Their mission statement is to provide families with support, education, and advocacy for children and adults with autism and other disabilities. The services are available to anyone with disabilities or special needs, including support and trainings for caregivers, families, and community members. From developing centers to autism services and job training for people with disabilities, Easter Seals offers a variety of services like adult services, comprehensive autism services, camp and recreation services, children's services, school-based support services, military and veteran services, as well as senior services. So adult services encompasses Camp Harmon, which is a residential camp for children and adults with disabilities ages 8 to 65. Campers attend 6 to 8 day sessions and participate in nature, farming, gardening, arts and crafts, and swimming, and a lot of different other activities. This is an opportunity for them to make new friends, try new things, increase social opportunities, become more independent, as well as build self-resiliency and lifelong friendships. Adult Services also has Wide Awakes program that provides social and recreational activities for adults 22 years of age and older with physical and developmental disabilities. Comprehensive Autism Services is behavior services that offer interventions from the earliest opportunity possible, from childhood to adolescence and into young adulthood. Their goal is to increase language independence, quality of life for the clients they serve, and their families. The services are delivered through 3 interventions, and those are early intense behavioral interventions for 18 months and 5 years of age, focused behavioral services 6 to 22 years of age, and play project from 0 to 5 years of age. The next one is children camping and recreation, which I mentioned about Camp Harmon, and Camp Harmon hosts 3 different camp sessions, which is summer camp sessions, family camp sessions, and veteran healing retreat sessions. For Children's Services, has several programs within that service, which is autism services that address the urgent need for effective intervention for children on the autism spectrum, Camp Harmon, educational services that provide services that supplement those normally offered by public schools. Those services include one-to-one assistance, sign language interpretation, adapted physical education, occupational therapy, speech and language therapy, and behavioral interventions, and home teaching. They also have Kids on the Block, which is a puppet presentation for elementary school children, which educates and promotes tolerance and inclusion of children with disabilities in the educational setting and the community at large. So the school-based program provides comprehensive assistance to students, teachers, staff, and related service providers. They support and develop school and staff with the capacity to assist all students regardless of disability. They offer professional development, training, and specialized support across those categories. For military and veteran services, Easter Seals knew that the camp was needed for therapy, recreational services for families, military personnel, and veterans with disabilities themselves, and those whose family have a child, spouse, or loved one with a disability. For the seniors services, they have summer camp, which I mentioned earlier, that is hosted at Camp Harmon. That is a residential camp for children and adults with disabilities. After speaking with an employee at Easter Seals, she mentioned that the cost for services really depends on the program and services that are being provided for that client, whether it's one-on-one interventions, ABA interventions, or like group work or group sessions. It just really depends on what that client's receiving. They're able to pay through medical insurance and as well as private pay. How the organization makes money is through the program services, which is by 83%, grants and contracts 4%, and contributions and events 10%. So for referral services, clients are able to receive services by either looking on the website or calling in and applying and registering for the program. Um, the employee at Easter Seals mentioned client referrals, which is where when a current client would inform individuals and outside support groups about Easter Seal services. The next would be social services and insurance referrals, where medical insurances are referring clients to Easter Seals for services, and then also outreach events. Here is models of disabilities. The medical model looks at what is wrong with the person, not what the person needs. It creates low expectation and leads to people losing independence, choice, and control in their own lives. Under the medical model, these impairments or differences should be fixed or changed by medical or other treatments, even when the impairment or difference does not cause pain or illness. For the social model of disability, states that disability is caused by the way society is organized rather than by a person's impairment or difference. It looks at ways of removing barriers that restrict life choices for people with disabilities. And when barriers are removed, those individuals can be more independent and equal in society with the choice and the ability to have control over their own lives. Many people view disabilities through the medical model lens. Society created these barriers for people with disabilities. Easter Seals identified and addressed the social barriers that negatively impact people with disabilities by providing education, outreach, and advocacy. The vision and purpose behind these services is to eventually enhance the freedom and independence for each individual with disabilities to choose how they live, learn, work, and play. Easter Seals follows the social model by removing those barriers that are placed against people who have special needs or have a disability. Easter Seals has 2 locations in Aptos, the main office, as well as an autism service office, and Camp Harmon is located in Boulder Creek. These are my references. Thank you.